Where them brews at? Hello? 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 Is there anybody out there? Out there? Out there? All praises to the Most High. Hello? Hello? My brother JJ be slapping the thing. Pow! Is this thing on? All praises to the Most High. Good to see everyone. Pray this reaches you in perfect peace. Right? Perfect peace now. Whoever you are. If you like me, if you don't, if I'm your friend, you consider me your enemy, whatever the case. Right? Because peace loves peace. The more that can feel peace, the merrier. And when there was once a beef, it's even better that way. Cause that's when you really done turned something, man. I'd rather you had beef first, right? Cause that's when we really done flip the enemy, right? Pray this reaches you in perfect peace now. Praises to the Most High now, right? Today, we just gonna keep it breezy today, cause next thing I'm gonna record is that Luke 16, and I'm gonna really record it. I might do it live with y'all so that you can participate, right? Uh, but I'm gonna record it somewhere else so that we get our interaction. And even when it cuts it off, I'll still be able to capture that, right? And we'll have the live version, and then we'll also have the one that I go back from the recording and chop out all the gaps and, things like this, put some music behind it, make it a real production, make me an intro and all of that. Come on with some nice intro, All praise to the Most High. I'm gonna get it together, y'all. I'm gonna put together a nice some type of nice show for y'all. This ain't it. We just getting started. To be the Father's will. Yeah. One of your favorite hues next to blue. Matter of fact, Shalom, Sister Lee, Cruising, Ricardo Gonzalez, Deetra, Arnett, Humble Law Keeper, Build with the Busters, Shalom family. Pray y'all enjoyed your Sabbath, right? and all of that. I did not make it back. Sorry about that. Didn't make it yesterday either, because they got us, y'all, with this cutting in and out. I was really trying to figure that out. But we just gonna hang out right now, uh, and then we gonna come back with the Luke 16 and break that down, and then we gonna, Father willing, we gonna break down the Jeremiah 23, and we gonna let that take us wherever it take us. You know, we gonna let the Spirit drag us wherever she want us to go. I can imagine that's gonna take us in some other areas, because that's the one about the shepherds, right? So I can already tell you that's gonna bring some things to mind, and we're gonna veer across this book, you know. And if your man is more important than his message, don't watch that one. Don't watch that, right? Because I don't want to come in between you and your idol, you know. You know, because I'm the scum of the earth, then, ain't I? You know, so I'm like the Most High. Choose. Most High ain't forcing us to do nothing. You imagine that? You know, he ain't came down here and slapped nobody, right? Grab you by the front of your clothes, throw you against the wall, bang! Like them old school movies where you grab a brother by the front of his clothes, slam his back against the locker at high school, bang! Right? Tell him, you listen here, brother, and you listen real good, right? And give him that piece of your mind that you want him to have. The Most High came down here and did that to nobody, but what he did to me and what he will do, he will stop taking care of you. Okay, somebody's flying. Somebody's flying over my head right now. All praise. Uh, He's gonna turn them blessings off. That's what he will do. He's not gonna keep blessing you because he's making a lot of things happen. He's weaving his fingers to make a lot of things happen in your life on the daily, right? So what he will do is he'll cut that off. He'll cut that off. But he ain't forcing nobody to do nothing. And if you don't do it, that's his will too. You know? Absolutely. But today we're going to talk about the process of elimination. Regarding what? Regarding health, y'all. When you find out everything that your food is doing to you, you're going to start trying to run. And you're going to start trying to get away from those things, right? And you're going to try uh, to consume what is safe. That starts your process of elimination, right? And at the bottom of that process of elimination, you just got to grow your own, period. Ain't no way around it. Ain't no way around it. You're going to end up saying, I have to have my eye on this. Or I'm going to have somebody out of the body of Christ that I trust, right? Where I'm getting my produce from and my meat and things. If you eat flesh, right? Yeah, that's the way that's going to work. And the people who are talking slick, they ain't jumped on that process of elimination yet, right? Once upon a time, that was me. I hadn't. And I was spoken what I knew. And I was pulling out the Bible and going to Leviticus 11 and saying, see, it say it right here. This is good, right? When in reality, it was a curse to have to cook. Genesis chapter 1, verse 29 is our original, the original diet. Let's go to it. It's time. It's time to go there. It says, and God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of the earth. What's the face of the earth? The ground, right? And every tree in the which the fruit of a tree yieldeth seed. So if it ain't no seed popping out of it, don't eat, right? Or you could twist and trip off of this. To you, it shall be for meat. Right? But let's keep reading. 30. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life. I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. So he created this stuff on the sixth day. So to you it shall be for meat. Talking about the herbs and the fruit and the tree and the things that grow out of the ground yielding seed. Right? To you it shall be for meat. Let's get that meat. Make sure y'all still there. Okay. So let's go into the Strongs. And get this meat here. Meat is H402. Hebrew 402. And that's a akala by Hebrew character. And akala. Meat, the first definition is food. So when we think just because it says meat that it's talking about flesh, wrong. It's food, right? FOOD, FOOD, food. One A is food eating, to eat, to do this, right? That's meat. Let's sit down to meat. You see that in the book, right? The second definition is object of devouring or consuming, right? Number one, the first definition of the second. So 2A is by wild beasts, figurative. Right? And figurative is metaphorical, ain't it? Figurative is like or relating to or perception. You see that? That's why metaphors are so wow, right? Because you might not even connect that. It's on the person's mind to connect that. Otherwise, you won't even see that it's true. Everybody who gets it, it's not gonna automatically receive that part, right? You have to be enlightened to tie that together, is what figurative mean, right? Yeah. And that's wild beasts. So it's saying if you want to go that route, right? Two or 2B is in fire. Right? So the second definition is playing games. You see that? It's just throwing stuff at you. 2, 3, or 2C is of judgment, and that's also figurative. This is figurative, guys. So this is saying that it's on you if you want to see it that way. So this is another part of how my another wife song is, right? It's not gonna just hand this to you, right? This book, it's gonna justify everybody. It don't matter what you want to do, you can find something in this book and it's gonna justify you, right? So they're gonna go to some part in the book and they're gonna read you some scripture and it's gonna back what they want to do. But let's just say you take all of these facts, right? And pick the good out of that. How can you tell what's going to be good? Because you're not gonna find a lot of people who are gonna want to choose that, right? You're not gonna find a lot of people who don't want to take the easy way out. It's gonna be harder to do that. Therefore, there's gonna be least people attached to that, which makes them who? The remnant. Ain't it? The road less traveled. So when we get to this throne and the Most High chooses people to be who they're going to be forever, for eternity, that's why you're only getting 144,000 leaders, right? Leaders, because they took the road less traveled. They did the hard thing to do, right? They did the thing that the most least people picked. And that's how you got to sum this up. Everybody's got scriptures for what they want to do. And then they have to write everything else off, right? When they choose what they choose, they can't be seen doing any of the other stuff, or what it's going to do. It's going to make them a hypocrite, ain't it? It's going to make them a hypocrite. But when you are of this love, you ain't no hypocrite. Ever, right? Because the love, there's no law in love, right? Galatians 5. Love is going to require you to do everything, right? Jump on me. Fine. That's okay. I might not even trip, but try that on my ox sitting next to me, right? For him, I can shred you up, right? I can shred you up for him. You know what I'm saying? All bets are off. You touch my friend, you bother my friend, I can lay down my life for my friend. Why? Because there's no greater love. There's no greater what? What is there none greater if that be the case? Right? Let's go to it. Right? St. John 15 and 13. And it'll tell you it don't matter who you are, if you're me or if you're anybody else. You can spin your book to John 15 and 13, and it's going to tell you greater love has no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. right? Greater love has no man than this. Than what? You think you got love? This says greater love has no man than this. Than what? That a man who, what man? Your friend. That a man lay down his life for his friends. Right? So if I want to jump in front of your bullet, right? If a car is rolling over on you and I jump in there and try to stop it from rolling over on you, and in the process of that, it rolls over on me. Have you ever seen that? I've seen that. You know, where these guys in the streets, one of them died trying to protect the other, right? Now, the one that's gone, he's gone, but the one who's still here, you can look at him and you can see. You better be careful when you talk about his dead friend, right? That died for him. Well, guess what? Christ died for us all, y'all. And he jumped up there on that Calvary and he bled out, right? And us who do this, who speak this to you, we go against the whole world when we, and especially me, y'all, because I'm even going against the ones that are the facade, right? And people who have been put in this situation that I'm in, they wouldn't say anything. And that's why the Most High had to make us fearless. I will tell this to anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you think you are. I don't care what you have. I don't care what kind of weapon you got. I don't care about any of that. Right? Because my boss, he doesn't give us the spirit of fear, but of love and of power and of a sound mind. Right? Now, the Most High has to get his wish. And he's going to get it. And that's just the bottom line. How many people he's going to use to get it? Maybe a whole bunch of people. How long will it take? As long as he wanted to take. He takes a long time to do everything that he does. Why? Because the word has to go out and people have to choose. People have to make a choice. We have to make choices. And he's not going to shut the door until all of his get in that door. So the word is just going out. That's all. That's all you see is the word going out, the call, right? How many gonna show up and get chosen? Not a lot. Yeah, a few, right? A few. Why? Because we're not gonna want to do this. We're not going to want to do it. And we think that if we ignore it, it'll go away. But the more time we spend in that state after we know, the harder it gets to sit there. Why? Because you have heat on your seat and it's getting hotter. So you can sit there as long as you can, but your pants gonna start smoking. Liar, liar, pants on fire, ain't it? You're gonna start smelling yourself smoking. What's that? It's you. You're smoking. Gasoline draws, ain't it? Yeah, you better jump out of that chair and move like the Father is telling you to do. I tried it. I was disobedient. Everything was too perfect. And I was like, man, it's going to be like this forever. And he was like, wait, hold up, Bronx. 2018. Now, guess what? This just happened over there. Right? And I left you alone because I knew you was in peace and I didn't want to disturb that. But now guess what? I got to disturb you. Start doing this, start doing that. And I was like, nah. So I went and asked. I had all the faith in my congregation. I started asking, can we do this? Can we do that? Well, brother, we'll see. This and that. I was projecting my stuff on them. And that's the way they seen it. Well, yeah, brother, I don't know. Don't look like it's gonna happen. Okay. Sat there some more. You're gonna have to do it, right? And then 2023 came. Uh July 21st. And guess what? Shout out to my sister Pam G. Real close sister of mine. Very close. Uh, but I didn't know any of her family. And they are the ones who had all of her information, you know. She didn't have anybody else in the truth. She was the only one. And we died on the same day, y'all. Behind the same thing. She was already on dialysis. She was on dialysis already. And her kidneys took her under. And I'm back for a while. And I noticed her absence. But I kept on about my business, you know, yeah, whatever, you know, blah, blah. And then I seen these RIPs go out. And it was like one of us had found out what had happened to her, that she had passed. And I didn't put it together, but her last post was on July 21st. So we both left. She didn't come back. So shout out to my sister Pam G. Right? Gotta get these messages back, put some messages out to her family, try to figure out, find out what's going on, find out how long she was on dialysis. But this stuff is wiping us out, y'all. Food. And it's our food choices, y'all. It's what we putting in our mouth that we think is safe, right? And guess what? The law doesn't eliminate these things, right? So, what does that mean? If you are the devil, wouldn't you work within the things that we think are safe? I'm the devil, right? Okay, so I guess I can't touch those things, right? Because the law says don't touch those things, or because the law says these things are okay to eat. So, me as the devil, I'm going to keep those things safe to eat, right? No, that means if you come and you get mine, anything goes. I can do whatever I want to do to my stuff. And if you come eat my stuff, you're at risk. You see that? And now we didn't look at this law and we didn't just lay it ourselves in the devil's hands because the law says that this is safe to eat. Have you ever heard of poison? So he can't poison, he can only poison the unlawful food. You see what I'm saying? You see how silly that sounds? And we're dying because of it. Dying is the easy part. That's the easy part. It don't go out like that. You you deteriorate to that, right? What about when you want to walk and you can't? You see that? What about when you're gonna need to get up and you can't? What about when you go to reach for something to pull yourself up like this and you don't got no strength in your bones and your muscles or nothing, and all you can do is and just fall back down, right? And there's no one else around. You can't even get to your phone to dial 911. You know what that feels like? And trip this, you got to use the bathroom. So often when we find these people done gave up the ghost, they'll have urine and feces on their bodies. That's why that is. And also when you give up the ghost, your bowels release also. But even before that happens, if you're stuck, some of them are stuck 2 days laying there. What about that? Dying's the easy part. All of these things, y'all. It's a lot that happens on your downward slope. And this is torture. So you're gonna start that process of elimination. And you're gonna say, well, I don't want to have that. You eating flesh, Usually that's the first thing that's going to go. Because a lot of us are fearful of meat. When you sick, you don't want that. You're not eating burgers and steaks when you have the flu, are you? What do you run to? Juice, fruit, ain't it? Tell me I'm lying. You run straight, get yourself some orange juice and some soup, right? You're going to chop up some vegetables and some broth, and you're going to sip it. You're going to sip at it because you ain't going to throw it up. It ain't going to tear your stomach up. What you do when you are sick, you're doing that. Why? Because you need to heal. You need to get better. And everything is critical, ain't it? You can't afford to be working against your body while your body is trying to heal. So what do? You play it safe. What is safe? Juice, fruit, soup, fiber, vegetables, vitamins, minerals, and it herbs. How long has that been a reality? Boy, we've known that, right? Now, people on a higher consciousness, they're going to say, I'm going to live like this, even when I'm not sick. And guess what? They stop getting sick. Ask them when the last time they had a cold or the flu or any of this. You see that? Dr. Bobby Price. He ain't ate meat in 13 years. So what and he has, muscle and things. You know what I'm saying? He's not a skinny guy. So explain that. If you're gonna die without eating flesh. Explain that. Okay, so if you're gonna have flesh, raise it. Or get it from somebody who's raising it that you trust. And that's what I'm trying to build. To where you got your meat, but you got it from your Ak right there who congregates with you, right? And we know he killed the meat according to the law and all of that. And he might even let you sit in there with him. He might even call you in there on it with him. And you can see your meat get killed and drained. Right? That's what time it is. That's what it's time to do. It's time for you to have that. It's time for you to know that. Because they know who we are and we know we know who we are now. And they done turned up the heat. And they gonna keep turning it up. And the Most High is trying to get us out of the way of that. Right? And there are people, the people that you're following, They have the means for that to be a reality right now. How do you know? Because you paid the price. You already paid the price. And that wasn't in their plans for you. So, where's the Most High at? He's not talking to them. He didn't tell them that. That's crazy, right? It's time to have that. No more excuses. It's time to have it. We hear about the deaths. We hear about the funerals, right? So far as if you want to eat flesh, that's the process of elimination. You're going to say, oh, it's got to be GMO. It's got to be non-GMO. Oh, it's got to be fresh. Oh, it's got to be organic. Oh, it's got to be grass-fed. It's got to be grass-fed. And then you find out that all they got to do is feed your cattle grass once. And then they said, would it be called grass-fed? And you fed it grass, didn't you? Does that mean that it's every meal that it ate was grass? No, that ain't what grass-fed means. They could say that if they feed the animal grass once. Oh yeah, it's not grass fed anymore. It's called grass finished. Grass finished means it died. It ate nothing but grass to the time that it died, right? And then a few more years, they're gonna bring out something. They're gonna bring out something else that makes it okay that they lied about it being grass finished, right? And they're gonna keep playing games with you, right? They're gonna keep playing these games with you. And you're going to keep finding out that they lied to you. And what you've been doing since the last time they lied to you about the last thing, stuff in your face, trusting them, continuing to trust them. Yeah, okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, yes, this is blah, blah. This is no aspartame, right? You checking these labels. It don't say aspartame, but it still says 72 other things in it. You didn't know what it was. No aspartame, guys. Aspartame is bad. Right? Oh, this is the problem. Oh, okay. And they know what you're finding out too. They're listening to people like me say this. What do you think they're going to just, okay, that's game over. They found us. Oh, they got us. No, they're going to call it something else and they're going to keep feeding it to you. How smart are we really? How deep in the truth are we really? How much for the Most High are we really? When he told us what to do, he told us how to nip all of this in the bud, right? But we won't do that. We keep trying to find another way to keep trusting these people to feed us and feed us properly and feed us right and feed us, in a way that agrees with our health. Ain't it? Nah. Grow your own. That's all you can do. That's all we can do. It ain't no other way to fix it. It ain't never gonna be all right. Long as somebody has to feed you something that you didn't watch, be prepared. What's this animal that you're bringing me? Then you go vegan. You're eating nothing but fruit and vegetables. But you're eating things that are seedless. If you can't reproduce it, then how was it produced? Whatever it came out of didn't have no seeds. Because seeds are traceable forever, ain't it? You started from seed, that seed is going to be in that fruit or that vegetable. It's never going to leave. So you done broke the skin on a fruit or a vegetable and ain't no seed in it. You broke the skin on it now. It wasn't already cut. So why ain't no seed, right, in your fruit or vegetable? Where did it go? They're even calling stuff organic now, but it's seedless. So you know the organic is a lie. Ain't no seeds in this. Organic from what? Organic how? Is that even possible? Organic seedless? We're going to keep on walking over there. We see that, okay, write that off, and then we grab what's right next to it. This ain't nothing wrong with what this says, boop, and we trust that. So it makes us liars, right? I ate organic, I ate non-GMO, and I still came down with cancer. How? Why? All of those guys were lying, right? All of those guys lied to me. They told me to eat organic and non-GMO and not to eat meat. I'm eating fruit and vegetables, non-GMO fruit and vegetables. I still came down with cancer, right? Because did you grow it? How about the other people in your body? Did they grow it? Did you get it from somebody who greeted you with a shalom, who you know keeps the law, who congregates with you? That's what time it is, y'all. Time to feed ourselves. Time to do for ourselves. It's time to cut Massa. It's time to cut him off. And what's wrong with that? Who would have a problem with that? Who would have a problem with you wanting to do that right now? The snacks are all so bad, loaded with junk. But we know that. That's called junk food, right? We know that. There is nothing you can have that's safe anywhere you try to run to. If you're eating the bread, if you bite any of their bread, if you bite any of their bread, you're eating sugar. It's going to get in your body. Your body's going to break it down. And it's going to be the same thing as if you ate junk food. The bread from that cookie and that cake is the same bread that you're going to have when you eat a sandwich is not sweet at all, you know? Woo! They got us. Most High in Christ and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You want a sandwich, right? You hungry? You want some, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, keep talking that stuff. Big bad brother Brian. All in the scriptures, ain't it? Reached a lot of you. You know? Oh, I had it all figured out. Find out about something. Okay, I won't eat that anymore. Jump out the boiling pot into the frying pan, ain't it? Yeah. Let's bring it one to mind. Right? Amos 5 it is. Amos 5. Amos 5, right? Let's read that. Amos 5 and 18. Go to verse 18, if you will. Just in case you brought a sword with you, I'm going to give you a moment to get there before I start reading that. All right. All praises to the Most High. Okay, let's read that. Amos 5 and 18 says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. What's wrong with us desiring the day of the Lord? Why wouldn't we want to get up out of here? Why wouldn't we want our kingdom, right? Why wouldn't we get tired of this kingdom and desire that one, right? Which Christ is bringing back with him. So it ain't nothing wrong with desiring that kingdom, is it? It's something wrong with us that desire the kingdom and we ain't ready yet. We ain't done nothing to deserve the kingdom, right? And it's going to go into exactly what I'm talking about right now, y'all. I'm telling you this. And before I had my incident, I could not see this. I thought I had the full gist of what this was telling me, and I did not. And you're going to see right now that this is directly related to plant vineyards, right? 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. 19. As if a man did flee from a lion. What's the lion? The meat. Oh, I'm leaving that meat alone. And a bear met him. What's the bear? The cancerous stuff, right? The cancerous fruit and vegetable. You done dumped the meat. It landed you in the hands of the cancerous fruit and vegetables. Corn, right? Potatoes, ain't it? You still eating sugar. See that? Then the bear met him. Reading on. Or went into the house. Oh, the bear attacked you. You got away from him. You ran right into a bear. Boom. There's the bear. Right? some more bad food. You shook that up. You made it home. Oh, you ran into your house. Oh, right? How does it end? And leaned his hand on the wall. You in your house now. You, oh, I made it. Wow. Right? And then guess what? And a serpent bit him. And a serpent, you in your house now. You linked on the wall. Oh man, almost got me. Yak. Right across your ankle, right? Full of poison in your house, in your home. So when you get done dealing with everybody else, you make it to your house, you escape all of that. Now it's in-house. So how do you escape that altogether? You grow your own. Now you got your cult leader. He's helping them, right? Your cult leader is helping them. Now it's in your house. They got him too. They bought him a long time ago and you didn't know that. You trust him, right? Not speaking of anybody in particular. Anybody. Me. Even me. I'm working for the man, you know? I'm working for the other side. You don't know it. But I mean, if you trust the person you congregating with, I mean, that's a step up from how we doing it now, ain't it? If you're not gonna have your own land, acres of it, where you're planting food and you're doing this, then that's the best thing you could do then, ain't it? Is to go be able to go to your brother. At least, man. You're not going to a stranger and buying a slab of meat that's still gonna be bleeding. When this book say no manner, no manner of blood. You can't boil it out because it's in the water that you boiled it with. It's still seething in the blood. No, the person who made that beast and us and gave us the dietary law told us how to drain that beast. You can't leave it full of blood and making a mess and then just start chopping it up. Can't do that. Right? So in your process of elimination, when all of it is all boiled down, you're doing it yourself. Okay? So you're eating soups now out of your own garden. You're planting this stuff. You're growing it. You're chopping it up. You're making soups. In your soup, you have carrots. They say it's good for your eyes. Lies. So you have carrots, you have potatoes full of carbohydrates, full of starch, right? So you have carrots, potatoes in your soup. You have broccoli. Broccoli is a hybrid grown from a few different things, right? What does a hybrid do to you? It gives you cancer. It creates free radicals in your body, right? That's what it's gonna do. So you eating, you done chopped up some broccoli in your soup, some potatoes, some carrots, some corn. You done threw some corn in there, but you're a diabetic. And you eat this food, and then you check your blood sugar. Yikes, my blood sugar is up. Why? Right? You don't understand why. Why is my blood sugar up? I just ate some soup. Because you're still not safe. So what is that going to do? That's going to lead you to study vegetables and try to determine what came from the Most High. Because what the Most High made is not going to harm us, is it? Right. He's not going to create us and then feed us what's going to destroy us, right? Then you're going to find out about the sugar and the starch. You're going to find that out. And then you're going to try to avoid that. What doesn't have that? How can I get fiber and all of this stuff and vitamins and minerals and not get no carbohydrate and no sugar? And then you're going to have to eliminate that. What you're going to be left with? Let's go to it. See if I can find it. I may have it. Let's see if I can find it. No, it's not there. Let's see something. Okay, I found it. What's on this list is, y'all ready? Callaloo. It's a variety of spinach. That other spinach, it's not on here. has to be callaloo, right? Avocados, bell pepper, squash, cucumbers, dandelion greens, garbanzo beans or chickpeas, green bananas, cactus flower, and cactus leaf, lettuces. Your lettuces are good. Mushrooms. All mushrooms except for the shiitake. Okra, olives, onions, poke salad, and the greens of it, right? All of these things. Uh, no tomatoes except cherry and plum tomatoes. Those fly. The other ones don't. The hot house and the other, those are no good. Tomatillo, which are the green tomatoes, those fly. Those are cool. Your turnip greens. They showed us the collards. Leave them collards alone. Turnip greens, right? Watercress, zucchini. Best thing you could ever put in your mouth is an apple. Everything else you're going to eat at some point, if you sat there and just ate it, it'll affect you, right? Anything you eat. If you eat too much of it, it'll harm you, right? Not an apple. Not an apple. You can eat apples and never hurt yourself, right? Far as fruits, all berries are good. Cantaloupe is good. Cherries, right? Dates, figs, seeded grapes, key limes, right? With seeds. Mangoes, all seeded melons, right? The honeydews, all of that. The red, the yellow. Oranges are good with seeds, of course. And papaya. Peaches, plums, prickly pears. That's the fruit that's coming off of a cactus, right? You can eat that. Prunes, seeded raisins, coconuts. Sour sop kills all kind of stuff, y'all. Tamarind. Ishikar makes a good drink called tamarindo, right? I'll be tearing that up. Also, the Jamaica, which is coming from hibiscus. Hibiscus. kills all kind of stuff, y'all. If you could just boil some hibiscus in some water, it don't taste good, but with what it's doing to your body, it'll make it taste good. I love hibiscus. I'll be tearing that up, right? This is a lot of food, y'all. This is a lot of stuff. Now, when you dump that junk and you start feeling good because you're eating this stuff, you're going to say, man, you're going to be mad at everybody who didn't tell you. This truth is like, it's how, remember when you got the truth and you felt like you couldn't trust nobody? And you was kind of angry because it's like, man, I've been lied to my whole life. You do that also with food, fam. Food should have been included in that. What we were eating should have been included. And it's on purpose that you didn't know. They knew, y'all. And when they hear when they hear about it and when you seen them hear it, what did they do? Did they say, no, let me go run and check this out? No. As soon as they heard it, they slammed it to your face. Oh, he's crazy, right? Nah. Go check it out. Now you look silly because you're telling people they're safe when they're in harm, right? And the congregation is dropping dead right in front of us all behind what you're saying is safe. Pay attention. Funerals that you're going to, you didn't feel nothing? You didn't look across that funeral and feel nothing? You're going to find out, but you're going to find out, right? Quinoa, I love. Whoo! Throw that rice away. Quinoa, family. Quinoa. That's all you need. Some vegetable broth in it, season it up. Oh my goodness. Tears was ready to roll down my face. I was eating that quinoa with some vegetable broth in it, with some seasoned it up, garlic powder, onion powder, nutmeg, things like this, fennel seeds, you know what I'm saying? Easy on the fennel seed now, don't take a lot, because you're going to fall in love with them fennel seeds and you're going to try to dump a lot in there and it ain't going to work out, trust me. Real moderate, some fennel seeds, some cracked pepper up in that joker, you know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, chopped up some vegetables over the top of that. Yeah. Oh my goodness, man. Got to boil it a long time to where it's nice and soft and it expands. Leave it a little bit slightly watery a little bit. You don't want to dry it all the way out. But I mean, I almost shed a tear eating that, y'all. And it's filling, and it's full of fiber and vitamins and mineral. It's like rice. It's a lot like rice. But it tastes better and it does some crazy stuff to your body. You're going to run to the bathroom. You're going to run to the bathroom and you're going to let go of whatever was trying to hang on to you. It's going to drag everything out of your body. And when you're eating like this, that's what you're going to do. And we get these people, oh man, I ain't eating like that no more, man. I was in the bathroom because you was full of junk. And it expelled you of all of that junk. I don't want to go to the bathroom like that. So what you gonna do? You're gonna fill up with all of this junk and just stay full of it, right? When you're having a bowel movement with that diet, it's because your body can't take no more, right? Your body can't take no more, and it's trying to get rid of something, you know? It's trying to just get rid of something. So you'll drop what's at the end there, right? But what the rest of the stuff is staying in you is fermenting, and this is gonna do all kind. If you have sniffles, if your nose is always running, or you get that gook in your eyes here and all of that, and it might be trying to come out of your skin. You got sores and rashes and stuff. All all right, we back live. Y'all scared? Anybody still left? Let me put it off. Let me put it off in here. Put it off in here. Y'all link in. Everybody can be used. Everybody can be used to help bring this forward, right? Everybody. Why? Because I'm only in California, y'all. We need this everywhere. Everywhere the brews gotta eat, we need this, right? Let's eat. Let's eat clean and let's eat healthy, right? And let's feed ourselves, life. Let's eat life, you know. Once a month, you craving something, make a big dinner of that. Flush it. Flush it. Have a big steak dinner. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's how we was doing it. We wasn't eating no 3 meals a day of a sacrifice. Nah, we wasn't doing that. Once or twice, right? Once or twice back to back, and then flush yourself. Flush it out with good fruit juices and good vegetables and vegetable soups, different quinoas and chickpeas, and lentils. And lentils are like beans, but they're not. Dump the beans, pick up the lentils. It's the same thing. But guess what? All fiber, no sugar, no starch. You ain't gonna get that high, hard stomach that make your stomach hurt, right? Bad gas, you're stinking. You know what I'm saying? Nah, lentils don't do you like that. Don't break down into no sugar or none of that. It's fiber. It's like eating apples, right? Nice, nice fibers. It's going to clean your system out moderately, right? Quinoa, rye. Rye is good. Spelt is good. Teff is good, right? Wild rice. Wild rice is black, y'all. It's not going to break down into carbohydrates and sugar and all of that. No, that only comes in stuff that has starch and carbohydrates. That stuff breaks down into white granulated sugar. White granulated sugar was made in a lab, right? Yeah. Hemp seeds, y'all. Raw sesame seeds. Walnuts and Brazil nuts are good. The rest of them nuts is like junk. Almond is a junk food nut, right? It's junk food. You can have it, but I mean once a month. Once a month. After a month and ain't nothing wrong with you, your body expelled that. But that's how you know. If you come down with a cancer, you'll know. If you eating everything every day, you don't know what made you sick. Right? This is how we stay alive. This is the most high diet, right? Stuff he made, right? If he didn't make it, it's unlawful. You know, I could start mingling seeds and doing all kind of crazy stuff with some type of food. You know, I could make something. You know, a lot of this stuff they're using it in the food and in the cars. TSP, that's antifreeze. And ain't it the same color as Mountain Dew? That strange green color, that, you know what I'm saying? That glycerin green, greenish type color. Look at Mountain Dew and then look at antifreeze and then flip it around and look for the three letters TSP. Right? That's what we're ingesting, y'all. It's not safe out here. Time to stop trusting these folks. We wasn't woke until we open our eyes to this. Right? Your oils. Coconut oil, don't cook it. Soon as coconut oil is good, but soon as you put fire to it, uh-uh. It's deadly, right? Don't cook coconut oil. Another oil you should not cook, olive oil. Olive oil is delicious. It tastes good and it's good for your body, right? Blast your arteries wide open, right? Until you put fire to it. You put fire to it, it's a toxin at that point, right? You're poisoning yourself at that point, right? Oils that you can heat up. You can heat up avocado oil. You can heat up grapeseed oil, hemp seed oil, sesame seed oil. You can heat these up. You're gonna be fine. If you must fry something, fry it in that, and try not to do that all the time. You know, once every 2 weeks, twice a month, something like that, right? Your herbs, basil, cayenne, clove is good, y'all. Clove, woohoo, right? Dill, right? Your peppers, habanero, onion, onion powder, oregano, pure sea salt, right? Your sea salt and your pink Himalayan salt, sage and thyme. And you're gonna be all right. It's some more stuff too. It's some stuff on this list that I don't see, but this was just off of a whim that I ended up going through that. So we're gonna talk more later, and there's more stuff that we can have that's safe, and the Most High made it. It's not starchy, doesn't break down into granulated sugar. It's not cancerous. It doesn't cause free radicals, right? It's lawful. It's not created in any unlawful way or none of that, right? So that's what I wanted to go into today. Grow your own or get it from somebody that you trust. If you don't trust me, don't get it from me, right? If you don't trust the brother that you congregate with, don't get it from him. Grow your own. But if you're going to trust somebody who believes in the law that you follow, in the Christ that you have given your life to. Don't let nobody tell you, hey, my man over here, I don't know him that well. He's not with us. He's not a part of us or none of that. But he's going to cook us a meal from behind this wall. And then he's going to roll it out from behind this door and he's going to feed us. Right? That's up to you. Not to let no man be able to do that to you. Right? Yeah. That part. Right? Miss Angel 3 says, thank you for lacing our boots, brother. All praises. I thank the Most High for you. All praises to the Most High and Him alone. Right? He almost kept me. Right? And somebody else could have did this. Somebody else could have been saying this. You know, but all praises to the Most High. He broke some of his own rules. And I'm back, baby. And I'm saying this. I'm saying what I'm saying. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Right? Man, let the Most High feed y'all. Let the Most High feed you. Let the Most High feed y'all and not Esau. That's a bar, huh? Let the Most High feed y'all and not Esau, right? My fault. I am freezed up, Josh B. Shalom out. Kamad Aha. Shalom, fam. Lakemra. House of Intuition. Thanks for the Most High for common sense. Thanks to the Most High for common sense that inner senses, the knowing of all things, the inner fire of the Most High God inside us all. Khan. Absolutely, fam. Right? It's all the Most High. Right? It's all the Most High, y'all. We got to love everything, each other, and facts. You got to love everything. Why? Why? Because you attacked me and you failed. Right? I'm not mad at you. You know when I'm mad? When you send me to hell. Then we could go to hell and we can try to rip each other to pieces in hell, right? All praise to the Most High. That's the only place you should be cussing or any of that. Battling, go to hell and do that, right? All praise to the Most High. I will rewatch Cam. Blood of Yeshaya over this live. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's stained with wine, baby. Absolutely. Marie Bish. Pray you doing well, sister. Pray we reaching you in peace, ain't it? Also, when you're fasting and praying, it makes you wonder why one's face may seem to have a reaction, but expelling toxins for the last 20 minutes agreeing in the spirit. For the last 20 minutes agreeing in the spirit. All praise. Shout out to my sister Marie Bish, man. You know, I have to do better in some areas. I appreciate you, brother. Absolutely, come out. We all do, though. You know, we all do, and that's okay. You know, have what you're gonna have. Start, start with, you know, trying to do things in moderation. You know, try to control when you do things, and that's what the Most High is trying to have us do with a lot of things. That's what the Sabbath is about. Learn to restrain yourself, right? You just got paid Friday. You just got your check. You gotta cash it. You gotta go home, right? You gotta be in for sundown, ain't it? The next day, your money is burning a hole in your pocket, but you gotta chill, right? You gotta wait until Saturday sundown, right? That's what this teaching us how to do is to go without. Don't just be an impulse person, right? Made to just right, and do what you got to do on impulse. You know, nah, don't be an impulse person. Why not? Because the devil can talk to you if that's the case, right? If you would have had a minute to think, the Most High would have chimed in, you know. But you had to move on impulse. The devil is able to make us do a lot of things like that, y'all. If you had some time to think a day or two, you wouldn't even want to do that no more, right? You don't even want to do it no more. You wake up another person like, man, I'm glad I didn't do that. You know how close you came to doing it, and you like, man, I was tripping, right? Yeah. You make the mug sound thug. Whoa, you speak another language. That's you gotta lace me on that, man. Plantvineyards144 at Gmail. Hit me, man. Lace me on that, man. We got new slang, man. Right? You make that mug sound thug. I know what mug is. Thug. What that mean, brother. You gotta drop that one on me. You know, I love all the above mentioned. Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh yeah, the quinoa. Oh yeah. Oh, it's delicious, right? Where can we get that list of food from? So I know what to focus on planting. Uh, let me see. Let me put it in here. Put in here. This is what we read from. I just dropped it in the chat. Let me take notes. Naming these excellent fruits and veggies, right? Shalom, shalom. Holy mashpaka, which is the family, right? Mishpaka is your direct family. That's the people that live in your house with you. I think you looking for Ayam. That's your family, but it's stretched out, to your people. Ayam means people, right? Apple a day keeps the doctor away. Whoever said that, man, I used to feel horrible, ate bad. All I needed to eat was an apple to feel better, right? True story. Black chickpeas, Delise. Yeah. Chia seeds, y'all. Man, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds a day. However, you could put them, you could drop it in some water. But two tablespoons of chia seeds a day, and you're getting all of the different proteins uh, that they say you lack when you don't eat meat. Chia seeds, y'all. Right? And quinoa. Was like in hiring Dorian priests. Yeah, they lied to us all, Dorian priests. They died. They lied to us all, right? The bread is like styrofoam now. You squeeze it and it just puffs right back. It is real like sponge, ain't it? Yeah. That man, that bread it's clogging organs up, right? And whatever it clogs up, that's a disease, y'all. Because it's gonna stop vitamins and minerals from getting through your body to the places that it need to get to. That's why people lose their feet. Your feet die. Rest of your body's still alive, but your feet die, right? Your feet done turned colors and you know what I mean? Done died. Your toenails done shot out, right? You can't feel them anymore. You could poke your feet with a needle and you won't feel it. Your feet are dead. They on your body and they dead because they died. The vitamins and minerals wasn't reaching them. Oxygen wasn't reaching them, right? Your blood cells in your feet have been starved out. Why? Because something is clogged and you don't know how to breathe. You don't know how to circulate oxygen through your body. And you're not eating anything that's carrying oxygen to those blood cells in that area. Your blood is like syrup, you know, it's all that sugar and starch, right? And calcium. Too much calcium is not good. Too much calcium turns into plaque, causes heart attacks and strokes. It hardens as a rock. It's what bone is made out of. If you got bone, in your vascular, in your veins, right? You're in trouble. Ain't nothing getting past that. Ain't nothing getting past that. You're dead, right? Your arteries are full of plaque. What's that plaque coming from? It goes in there soft and then it hardens, right? It's coming from bread. They use milk to make a lot of your bread, right? You eating cheese, yogurt, right? Cottage cheese, things that are high calcium. It goes in there soft and then it stays there and then it just hardens, right? It hardens over time. So take a water hose. You know how you make your water hose skeet by squeezing it? That's what you're doing to your arteries. And that's when your blood start blowing through your body, right? Like you squeezing a water hose. And that gets to your heart. It messes up your heart. It messes up your kidneys. High blood pressure is wiping us out, right? But we're going to go to 2 hours. I'm just reading the chat, right? "22 versions of sugar." Ricardo Gonzalez, my brother. Shalom. It's way more than 22, my brother. It's like 80. It's like 80 different forms of sugar now. Yeah, it's about 22. On one package of all of that stuff, yeah, you might be able to dig like 22 different types of sugar out of that. You right. You right up. But it's about 80 names of that sugar. It's about 80 of them. It was 72. They just brought out 8 more. So it's like 80 now. Right? So good luck, y'all. If you think you can detect all that and find something safe in that grocery store, good luck. You ain't gonna be able to do it. I guarantee you. That's what we really need. I know it. I know it. You know, I didn't know it before I died, though. Right? So it's crazy that somebody will try to tell you, you know, try to sway you in another direction. Like, that's crazy after you've been through what I've been through, right? Khan and this ignorant, reading Ricardo, Khan and this ignorance that will also kill you, thinking that you can just pray over it when the information is out there to know when to avoid it, right? So, what are you praying for? You're gonna pray to the Most High, and you know what He's gonna do? He's gonna point you to plant vineyards. I already answered this, right? That's the problem. A lot of the times we asking Him for something that He already answered. We just don't want that answer, right? Yeah. Thalia says, "Cry aloud, lift up your voice like a trumpet. Tell the Most High people of their transgressions." What's a transgression? Something that is done wrong, right? You want you want the law that you're breaking, you're harming your temple. It's easy. You're harming your temple, right? And whoever harms his temple shall die. Period. That's that's going to be the outcome of you harming your temple. You're going to die. That's what's going to happen. And you want a countdown. You want a countdown. So you got to find out all of the ways how you are harming your temple and stop. and repent. We're going to go into what repentance is too. You can't just say, I'm sorry. No, some things got to change. You got to stop doing some stuff, right? Or else the law still remains. You're still going to die. Oh, I'm sorry. You can sorry yourself into that grave, right? You can wake up every day and say sorry and still go in a box. And that's what they have taught us to do, right? In the Christian church. Say you're sorry every day. Repent every day. Wake up and repent every day and then do the same thing, right? It's the same. Where we get that from? The Catholic Church. We go into a closet with a priest in there. Father, I have sinned, right? Yeah, you have sinned. And what you going to do about it? What you going to change? What's going to be different, right? If you walk up to me every day and step on my brand new shoes and say you're sorry, my shoe is still smudged, brother. No. How do you repent? I'm sorry. Here's some new shoes. They're just like the ones you got on, right? Oh, I stepped on your shoe again. I'm sorry. Here's another pair of shoes, right? Now, you see the difference? You better have another pair of shoes if you smudge my shoe, right? And what's going to happen? You're going to start stepping, you're going to stop stepping on my shoe because you're going to be tired of going and getting a new pair of shoes for me, ain't it? That's a repentance, y'all. Repentance saying, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, and then you're going to get up and you're going to walk away, right? And you're going to still go make the same mistakes and then come back the next night. Oh, Father, you think he hearing that? No, he going to take it out your butt. Oh, I said I was sorry, Father. Why you do this to me? Why'd you do that? Oh, look at my life. It's a disaster. And then you're going to stop doing what you was doing to anger him, ain't you? Yeah. We're going to do it. Let's make a note now. Let's bring out what repentance is. Right? Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, these people with taskmasters and all that, nah, they didn't want me to get loose. You don't even understand fully what a repentance is because nobody is telling us that, right? No, the Most High is going to punish us. Yeah, he going to forgive you. He going to punish you first. He going to take something. You're going to feel some discomfort while you get back right with him, right? And that's what he did to me. When I saw that electric blue, y'all, I had lost everything. I still had all my cars and stuff, but man, they would have been fixed and jumping. You got that? You got that? I would have been up in the. I would, you know what I'm saying? You know how many summers I missed? I missed a lot of summers, right? I sold a low rider. I didn't get another one for years, right? Not one that was finished. He cut all that off, right? The way them songs was flowing, that stopped. I start making a song once a month, something like that, you know. He cut that water off. You know, the way I just walked around, I could feel him in my soul. When I walked up on whoever I walked up on, I was full of the Most High, and I could feel that left. That was gone. Something was bothering my father, right? And I knew it. And it was right there all the time what was bothering him, but I didn't want to see that. Why? Because if it separates me from my church body, then I was just going to have to find a way around it, right? And he made it clear, you're choosing against me. You are choosing against me. You're putting something above me. You're putting me in second place to something, right? Never do that, family. Never do that. I'll never do that again. I'll never do that again. I'll never put anything before the Father again. And you're going to see that, right? If I got to go back on something that I've said, I don't mind going back on that. For the Father, I'll look like whatever fool I need to look like, right? So that the Father can be right. Right? Is honey a better substitute for sugar? No. No. Uh, agave, blue agave, that's the best thing. Your honey, it has sugar in it too. Your agave has sugar in it, but it has less sugar in it than honey, right? If you want something sweet, then eat something that's sweet, you know? Eat something that's sweet, because the Most High put the exact amount of sweetness in it to complement everything else that's in it. And if your body takes that way, then your body knows what to do with what you just put in it, right? Everything is mapped out. The Father is perfect, y'all. He's perfect. What he made is perfect. And that's what we're doing, right? You can make a quinoa bread, chop up some organic, non-GMO peaches in it. It'll be sweet, right? Things like that. Maple syrup, right? A real bottle of maple syrup costs about $40, y'all. Little bottle like that, right? Little thing of honey, it's very expensive, y'all. And whatever honey you take, cause see them bees, they fly around, they leave home, they fly around, they pollinate on different things, and they bring that back to the beehive and they throw up. I'm not sure if they throw up or defecate. I'm not sure if it's coming out the top or the bottom, but they come back to the compound and they release. So you can get some that you don't know what you're getting from a bee, right? When you eat that honey, you don't know where where that bee done went and pollinated at, right? Bees will land on a lot of stuff. I got a bucket of water around the side because I got a leak in the hose of my container, my water, and I let it drip into a bucket. And that bucket that it's dripping into, I mean, it done grew stuff in the bottom of it, it's like a swamp. You know what I'm saying? And the bees love that. They go and they drink that water and they die drinking it. They love it so much, right? I can show you a whole bunch of bees dead on the surface of that water that's growing like a swamp in there. It's growing like a fungi. But it don't kill all the bees. So they fly away from that and they go pollinate somewhere. So yeah, that's not safe, y'all. Honey is not safe. It's good for you. It's good for a lot of things. And it won't matter until you're cancer patient and you're trying to figure out how you got it. That's when all of this stuff is going to count, y'all. Right? But if you want to tempt the Most High, keep eating all that stuff, right? And keep gorging on it constantly, every day, right? Every day. And that's when it affects us. But I mean, if you want to bust some honey once a month, go for it. Because everything clears out of your system in 28 days. So if after 28 days you ain't sick, you're all right, you know? Common sense is following the right mind, allowing five senses to obey the spirit of the Most High God at all times, which never go left, because it is always right only. That's the process of elimination. So when you see something on the left-hand side, you know it ain't of the Most High. Okay, the water, come on. You welcome, fam. You welcome. You know. Uh, yeah, I switched to the agave, and that's seldomly when I need to sweeten something up. You know, I put it in some spaghetti sauce I made. You know, it was a little tart. And a little bitter to taste. So I just did that the other day. I hit it with some agave. Oh man, brought some delicious flavor out. Right, put it on a whole nother level. That's another thing we're gonna do too. We're gonna start cooking. Right, and showing some of this food and how you make it. Right. House of Intuition says the I am spirit is always perfect. It's the five senses of man that gets in the way of simple common sense that keeps man from manifesting right manifesting as a god. Facts. God just means power. God means we have power. When it says ye are gods, that's what it's pointing at, the power that we have. We are in no way powerless, y'all. Whatever you think, you can make happen, right? The whole construct of a house, it was in a man's mind first. And can you imagine how long it took him to make the house, to build the house? Right? When he stood up that first stick, people was like, what is he doing? What's the matter with this person? Right? And then they seen the house coming alive, and it's like, whoa, right? And that's what this is. That's what he put me on. Watch this, y'all. I may not even be here. But when you see Israel doing solely for Israel, and we ain't reaching to no outside nation to do anything for us, you're going to see how healthy we are, and you're going to see how in love we are with each other. Right? A lot of the reason why we hate each other is because of what we putting in our mouth and somebody else's influence. The devil is still in us. He's still getting in us somehow every day. That's why when you fast, oh, you're in love with everybody. When you fast, man, you are nice. Somebody says something that would have fired you up, but you're like, you laugh with them, It's funny, You know what I'm saying? Go on a fast right now. Let me see you that second, third day. Watch how nice you are. Watch how you love your family. You look at your family in the face and you just in love with them, right? The way the Most High is, because you're close to the Most High at that point, right? The weaker your flesh get, the stronger that spirit is going to be. You want to feel the spirit? You want to feel it real strong? Stop eating food. And if you're really about it, if you're a true brew, stop drinking. Because you could get there even if you're still drinking. But stop drinking too. You'll get there 2-3 days. If you're still drinking, take you a little longer. But go on the fast. Watch how you look at, watch how your family eyes start twinkling, right? Your sparkle in your eyes, huh? You're going to fall in love with the iron. They can do no wrong. Right? I live like that, y'all. I love the I am so much, and they knew that about me, and that's why I was trapped for so long. The Most High knew that. If it was for any other reason that I took 5 years for him to pull me out of this earth, if it was for any other reason, he would have just cut me off, right? If it was for any other reason, right? And when y'all prayed, and when that love was pure and that concern and that worry, Father, please don't take bronze, please. He heard that. And that love opened up a lot of doors because he was like, guess what? I'm going to send him back with all that information. I'm going to send him back, right? He could have made us wait another 10, 20 years for this. Keep eating what you're eating. Go ahead. Keep dying off. Oh, I just got some type of error message, y'all. Oh, well. Well, we at 220, y'all. Let's get off of this thing. Right? It will be off, so I'm going to have to try that agave in some sauce. Yeah, taste the agave first, right? Taste it first without nothing, and you'll get a good idea of how much of it you should put, in your food while you're cooking. Shalom, Akala. Your color melanin. Shalom. It's time to get off, though. Chef T says, Shalom, Mark. Sorry, I'm a couple hours late. Didn't know you was live. Yeah, I would unsubscribe, resubscribe, click the bell off and click it back on. That might work, but I'm pretty sure it's systemic, because ain't nobody on our side, y'all. Ain't nobody on the Most High side, y'all. Especially not somebody big like YouTube. These big pumping platforms, Facebook and all of these places, Instagram, man, they working with the other one, y'all. They working with the other one. They not working with us, we got to do our best out here with this truth, and yeah, we ain't Masons over here, nothing, It's a lot of masqueraders out there. You wouldn't believe you take off a mask, right? They turn on that camera and they're a different person. And it was only a matter of time before that other person came out in front of the camera. And on that note, I'm going to get on up out of here. Right? I love y'all. Pure love. Right? Without condition. Right? I don't want nothing from you. I don't need anything from you. Right? I don't have no reason that I got to lie to you. My love is pure. Whether you do something for me or not. Right? And if you do something for me, I'm going to make sure I do something for you. I'm never going to take things from people and that's just that. No. Nah. I'm giving something back, right? And it ain't going to be just no words, right? I'm going to give you something. I'm going to give you acres of land, of food where you could go eat and replenish your family, right? That's what I'm trying to put everywhere. And there's going to be a man there, right? So if you're out there and you're listening, be that man. You don't need anything. Just bring yourself. Bring yourself. We'll get some grants, right? Fund your own farm, right? Yeah. Or tap in, we be connected, and then one day somebody comes along and says, "Hey, I got 10 G's." Right? That's about 4 farms, y'all. That'll get them started. That's about 4 farms right there. Right? I already have mine. So what's gonna happen with that is gonna go somewhere else. Right? We're gonna get the grant. Might be 58,000, might be 100,000, might be 150,000, right? To just put into making a farm, right? In grants. You see what I'm saying? So I'm in California. So if you right next door in Arizona, I need you, right? Shout out my brother D Rich. You know, if you in Ohio, right? Brews in Ohio gotta eat. Wherever you at. Let's build these farms, y'all. You don't need nothing. I'm not trying to scam anybody, right? I'm not trying to steal anything from anybody. This is all yours. You want a farm? Come get your farm, right? And then guess what? The people in your area, they're going to come and buy from you when they're connected to us. When they see these videos, they're going to say, man, that's a good idea. Let me come up out of these grocery stores. And they're gonna buy from you. What part of a scam is that? Where are you being scammed at? Right? You got your farm, you're growing, you're eating clean, and the people are rolling up, right? The people that you congregate with are rolling up, right? And that's further funding everything else you got going on. That's paying, your land tax. That's buying you more seeds, right? The things that you need to farm. It's keeping that rolling, right? And that's what it means to be a Hebrew Israelite. That's what we were, y'all. We were farmers, man. We were goat herders and sheep herders, right? We grew things. We tilled the fields, right? That's what a Hebrew Israelite is, y'all. Shepherd kings, right? All praises to the Most High. I'm gonna catch up with y'all, Lion. I love y'all to life, cause we ain't dying, baby. We going to that electric blue. It's a movie called Soul. Disney made it in the year 2020. I watched that movie. My son turned me out on it, right? And he was like, "Man, is this like what you went through?" And I watched the movie. Oh my goodness, y'all! Man, watch Soul. Jamie Foxx. That's Jamie Foxx voice in the main character's voice. All of them blue balls came together. I saw that, y'all. All the blue balls are going up into space, and when they jump into that white light, they go. Chee, chee. Didn't I tell y'all about that? I never saw this movie, y'all, but I watched it, and it was just I was glued to the TV and this cartoon, you know. But man, it blew my mind, y'all. The souls are little blue balls, right? So many facets of what that movie is. It was like, it was taking me into my experience. I didn't see the white light, y'all. I didn't see the white light. That was the other brother's experience. But he saw the white light. I didn't see the white light, you know. But I cruised into that realm, and I can feel the Most High on top. But if you see him, I guess that's what he looks like, right? And that's what it says Christ is going to look like, ain't it? Bright light, right? All of the rest of the light of the earth is going to go out, and the only light we're going to need is going to be him, ain't it? We could go into those scriptures, but you know, Shalom. I'm gonna catch up with y'all soon, all right? I'm gonna record Luke 16. Or a matter of fact, I'm gonna do that with y'all too, but I'm gonna record it from another camera so I could just go back and break it down, upload it later, right? All praise to the Most High. Catch up with y'all. Y'all be blessed. I love y'all. Shalom.